YouTube, this is Chuck, and it's Tuesday, January 23rd, and I'm in beautiful downtown Salome, Arizona, and I'm having a little issue with the van. Thought I'd tell you about it. It's I headed over here, went on through Quartzsite, didn't stop, and headed off across US 60 like I always do, and I noticed that the temperature gauge on the van was a little bit hot. And so I pulled over and checked it, and the gauge said it was hot, the engine smelled hot, but the radiator was cold to the touch. Well, the only thing that could be, I checked the coolant before I left this morning, and it had plenty of coolant in it. That's not an issue. But the only thing it could be would be that the thermostat stuck. So I kind of slowed down to around 45-50 mile an hour and babied it, and got into Salome here and stopped at a garage. And the guys at the garage let me borrow a big long probe and a hammer so I could reach in there and tap on that thing. And I did that. It didn't seem like it's done anything. There's an auto parts store right there. So I went ahead and bought another thermostat with a gasket. And I've got the tools to change it if I absolutely have to change it on the side of the road. But let me show you the gauge. Right now it's not as hot as it was. It was getting right up there close to the hot range. Usually it runs below the center point. So that's life in the van lane, I guess, and we're driving a 33-year-old vehicle. So I figured I'll tell you a little bit about that, and we'll see how this all works. I can always drive slow and then stop and let it cool down if it gets too hot. And the only thing I'm worried about is when I start getting closer to home and get up in the mountains. So that's what's happening. US 60 heading toward Wickenburg. I'll be back with you again in a little bit. Well, I made it to Wickenburg okay, and just taking it easy, and got here into town. I'm at the library because there's good Wi-Fi here, so I'm sitting here for a little bit. I'm gonna let the engine cool down and answer some comments, and because they got good Wi-Fi here. That blue van right over there is a guy named Jeff, and I talked to him before. He kind of hangs around here all winter. Kind of an interesting guy. Got a van kind of similar to mine. So a little bit, if it quits raining here in a little bit, I'll go over and knock on his door and see if he's there. And because we were talking vans when I was over here in Christmas, and so I'll invite him over here to take a look at mine. He's been living in that one for 20 years. Kind of interesting guy. Got a pretty interesting background. So we'll be back with you again when I got more to tell you. I have a friend here in town, and I'm thinking real seriously about giving him a call and seeing if I can come park in his driveway tonight. And just overnight here so the engine gets a chance to cool way down. And then I can monkey with it in the morning, so I'm not trying to work on a hot engine on the side of the road in the rain. I don't necessarily relish the idea of doing that. I know a little bit about Wickenburg. We were just back here in Christmas, and so I feel comfortable here. So I'm just kind of making up my plan here as I go along, and we'll keep you advised of what's happening. Well, I made it into Wickenburg, and called to my friend Jesse, who lives here, and he told me I could come over here and stay overnight in his driveway. And it was raining pretty hard earlier. It's kind of settled down now, but you might hear some traffic noise in the background. He lives pretty close to the highway, but wanted to show you a little bit about, tell you about what was going on, and show you his place. The motor's cooled down, so I was able to take the radiator cap off, and there's plenty of coolant in there. So that tells me it's got to be a thermostat. And so I've got one. I'm trying to decide whether I want to start it tonight or whether I wait and do it in the morning. I think I'll probably wait and do it in the morning. I think that probably makes more sense. And I think it's supposed to be sunny here tomorrow. We'll check the weather and all that kind of stuff. So I've told the spousal unit and everybody needs to know what's going on, but I'm fine. Flapjack's fine. We're here at our friend's house, and but I got to show you. He's got some pretty interesting critters here. This is his backyard. And he's got his little chicken coop over there. But what I really wanted to show you these guys, because these guys are pretty cool. See the highways right there, you can see the traffic going by. Look at the one over there, and look at the one over here. Hey guys, come on out and show me. They are just as friendly as can be. Look at that one eating that stick down there. The darn goats will eat anything. But they spend a lot of time right up on top of that little house right there. You can see the ramp he put in for them, so they got, that's their playpen, I guess. But anyway, that's where I'm at. There's Jesse and the neighbor. So I'll bring you a little bit more up to date of what's going on as soon as I find out. Well, after thinking about it and making a decision on what I'm going to do, decided it's got to be a thermostat. It's about all it could be. So I'm going to tear it apart in the morning. And we're comfortable here. We're all set up in Jesse's driveway. And Flapjack's in there. Jesse has a dog, and Jesse's dog doesn't like other dogs a whole lot. So Flapjack will stay in the van. I took him for a walk already, and he's fine. But it's already 3:30 in the afternoon. And even if I did tear it apart and run into something I don't suspect, then I got the thing tore apart overnight. I don't want to do that. Sun's supposed to shine tomorrow. And hopefully I've been in that section of that motor before. I think I got all the tools I need. I should have everything I need. We may have to go get some more antifreeze. But that'd be about the only thing I can think of. So I'm going to work on it in the morning. In the meantime, I'm having a good time visiting with my friend Jesse here. And so I guess at this point I'll close the video out, and I'll tell you as I always do, take care of each other, love each other, take care of yourself. Always be prepared for things that you don't expect to happen on the road. I didn't expect that this would happen, and I'm certainly hoping that it is a thermostat, because that'll be pretty straightforward. I can't imagine anything else it could be at this point. But yeah, we'll ride it out. We'll figure out what it is. So until I talk to you again, nothing left to do except give you one more look at old Flapjack in there. He thinks he's driving, and tell you peace out.